Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another Total War Pharaoh's Dynasties Let's Play, the first 10 turns. This time we're going to be focusing on Seti, the Brute, and I feel like he gets a bad rap. So we're going to go ahead and play the first 10 turns of this, check out the faction, check out some of the mechanics behind him, and we'll give him a little rating after that. Granted, it will just be the first 10 turns, but let's take a look at this guy. So real quick here, Seti the Brute. As a direct appointed successor to his father, Pharaoh Merneptah, Seti has no patience for the instability that threatens the foundations of the kingdom. He is so close to power that he can taste it, and his impatience is mirrored by his ferocity. Alright, so this guy's just aggro. He's got issues. Faction buildings. Source of swift recruitment, higher resource production, reduced happiness, risk of rebellions. Oh lord. Faction units, aggressive in melee, great at flanking, weak at defending. Commands, recruit units incredibly fast, gain better rewards from battles. Court, can use requests at 0 regard, that's pretty nice. And suggested position, High Priest Amun. Alright, taking a look at our outpost, it looks like we are worshipping Set. So our outpost, the Shrines of Set improve missile infantry on recruitment and increase workforce. That's pretty good. But, I'm kind of... It seems odd that this is more about, like, missile infantry when he has aggressive melee units, right? So it kind of seems a little off to me. We might have some problems here. Shrines of Set improve missile infantry on recruitment and increase workforce. We got that. Set's prayer strengthens your missile infantry and increases your general's aura in battle. Set's devoted general has an even stronger missile infantry. Okay. Titles. As Seti, your titles favor lower tier units and general bodyguards in battle. They also support aggression on the campaign map, preventing enemy retreat and enabling attacks from the march stand. So that's pretty solid too. Let's go ahead and jump into this. And veteran's good. Let's go ahead and check out the faction buildings real quick. Seti's Royal Palace. Legitimacy +2. Morale +2 for tier 2 and tier 1 units. So you can kind of see keeping on that low end. Diplomatic relations -5. The low end of units here, you're not really building up to tier 3 for that bonus. Tax admin. Okay, so this is nice for resource production. Really hurting on the happiness of workforce. Probably want to like swap to this later on in the campaign once you've already kind of built up those cities. Recruitment admin center. Recruitment slots +3. That's really nice. Recruitment construction cost -35%. That's pretty good too. Recruitment cost -35% all units. Hit points newly recruited units -40%. Own enemies in this province. So I have heard about this one, and this is a temporary debuff, so no need to worry that this is just going to be the norm. Okay? Alright. Let's see here. Mustering office. Recruitment slots +1 in this province and recruitment cost. So really, a lot of, as it said in the faction summary, really quick recruitment, and really aggressive with this. So let's go ahead and secede the throne. Go ahead and skip this part. And while this is loading up, I just want to take a moment to say thanks everybody for the support of the channel. It's been really taking off since Pharaoh Dynasties updated, and I really love to see it. And more importantly, I just really enjoy the comments of people saying that they either checked out the game because of something I saw, or they're learning to enjoy the game more because of what they some of the guidance I gave them from some of these other 10-turn guides, etc. So I'm all about it, folks, and I'm all here for it. So let me know if you want me to cover anything else or any other faction that I haven't yet. Just drop it in the comments below. Other than that, like, subscribe, and let's listen into this.
To the throne of Egypt, I did so as but one of countless sons. Even so, my father, the Great, was untroubled choosing his heirs. Now I often wonder if his certainty was an illusion. My son, Seti, is a proud and formidable warrior, the very image of a mighty pharaoh to be. I've given him land on the bridge between Lower and Upper Egypt. Should the fires of insurrection ignite there, he would stamp it out with ruthless aggression. Yet I cannot deny his nature is as brutal as his strength. Such recklessness pervades his every action, and he cares nothing for the priests and peasants he will one day rule. I can only hope his marriage to Tausret will soothe his callous rage. His love for her is unquestionable, and her calm wisdom may yet succeed in keeping his temper in check.
Okay.
If only the gods would send me a sign. Have I chosen an heir that will bolster our empire's might, leading his people to glory? Or will his arrogance and disregard bring us to ruin and drown all of Egypt in blood?
All right. Cool. We already have gone over this. You know, looks like first thing here, Talsret, let's check her out. Beloved to Amun, okay. Presence 3, Fortitude 3, Ardor. Looks like we already have Seti. Male, excellent. Dynasty tree, we already started in here too, which is nice. Looks like we're the heir. However, this is the scion. Heirs, whether members of the ruling faction or not, succeed the supreme ruler and become head of the dynasty tree. If their heir is not a relative to the supreme ruler, he will be found new dynasty and steer its aspects through his deeds. So, with these dynasty trees, okay, it either builds up over time as this is passed on, or if it's not within that bloodline, then that dynasty starts over. So right now, this is Ramesses the First. You can kind of see how this now leads into Merneptah's deeds. And as he builds out these deeds, you'll go ahead and unlock, depending on what you do. So we'll probably look over here. Okay, so these will give, depending on what they are, these red associates with these different colors, right? Whether it's nobility, statesmanship, warfare, piety, or shrewdness. And based upon those actions that you do, you gain points into here. And then essentially this is whatever one you have the most of is basically what your ethos is going to be. And this is going to be fierce. So we see recruitment rank +4 for all units. That's pretty solid. And ultimately, you know, what Merneptah does will also help us out too. Great. So that's cool to see you kind of get a feel of right into it.
When I am Pharaoh,
now, for example, if we were to
lessons will
do a
learn
recruit.
this.
Okay, we got some native units here, which is nice.
I am the master.
Let's take a
of
look
my
at
own
our
destiny.
royal decrees real quick, which is our tech tree. And let's see. Influence, EXP. Seems like happiness is going to be a big deal here. So we'll go ahead and build into this happiness first. From the sounds of
Ready
it,
to spill blood.
not a lot of happiness to start out with, so. Kind of zooming out, we're really set in the middle here. Seti in the middle. Oh god. And let's go ahead and see who we're at war with. Of course,
I have other
they set us up
plans.
exactly who we need to go after
Crown
first.
Prince
Checking our
Seti.
diplomacy. I do like to take a look here at who has the least strength ranking. Okay, right now it's Saudi. Even though they do have 3 regions, that's pretty solid. If there was one with like 1 region and maybe like 170 or something like that. Strength ranking also is like for all the known factions. So for some of these that aren't discovered yet, I'm not going to be able to see them. But this of the group currently, this is the lowest ranker. So I may want to like declare war on him.
In the name of duty.
Mess, for example, is at war with Tausret. So I want to probably, you know, declare war there. Ramesses.
The future of Egypt.
Sukkot is undiscovered. So I'll probably want to, you know, maybe send up a troop to go start discovering more of Egypt.
Divine Prince.
So for that, let's go ahead and recruit a general.
Proud son of Egypt.
Anyway, he's going to go ahead and get into
We need time to prepare.
denial. Show you where we headed here. Yeah, the Nile's this way. So probably should have recruited him already.
Ready for battle.
Oopsie. Next turn. We're gonna recruit him here, jump him into this, and then ship him up the Nile to kind of discover more factions going on, so that we can kind of start a diplomacy there. Okay, that's good there. Let's check our actions real quick. Settlement upgrade available. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this workforce growth rocking. We are pretty good on our current resources coming in, which is a nice start. We'll go ahead and get this workforce growth. Happiness, this does need to kind of increase a little bit.
I'm itching for a fight.
The stone quarry there. Let's see, influence is fine. Probably want to do another like workforce growth here. And this is where we're headed. Okay, that said, we'll go ahead and see this shrine of Set. One thing we might want to consider doing is taking a look at our local deities when we can, and then finding a new god to worship. But for this, we'll go ahead and get that, you know, Aura size 15, speed plus 10. I have no missile troops right now, so it's like, probably want to switch that up.
I will see blood.
Okay, let's go ahead and kind of just have a little fight. I mean, I guess I do have some missile troops here with these slingers. My bad. They're like, yo, what about me? So the speed is probably pretty nice for skirmishing. We'll just go ahead and deploy it. So really cool in, you know, terrains in Egypt, and scrolling out an attack map, you can see the lighted areas are kind of your line of sight. So you can move them up on this hill, for example. It'll give you more. And this is probably where we want to start. I do like the purple. I do like the purple.
Soldiers move! Soldiers move!
Okay.
Move it!
Gonna speed this up.
On the march!
Don't want to get clumped too much, right? Probably just on top of this hill. That's the thing about visibility, right? Like, we can't see them right now. Until we probably crest this hill. They're probably going to be right here. Yep.
The sand feels
Hello.
like home to me. On the march! Strength is power! Into position! Clubs! Strength
Get
is
back down here real
power.
quick. Go ahead and use these slingers for our own anti-slingers.
Marching on! To battle! Infantry movement! Rocks away! Spill blood! Marching on!
You guys can now push in the back.
Break them! For glory eternal!
Okay, these guys are now caught up. Switch to direct shot. Okay.
Kill them all! Slingers loose! Withdraw! Marching on! Slingers release! All for Egypt! You will know defeat! Advancing! Launch those stones! Stride out! Good preserve!
I like to hold in spacebar just to kind of see where our flanks are at. I'm not going to move Seti or Set over here to where he, or Seti over here where he gets wrecked by these slingers.
March! Destroy them! Armit awaits you!
And ultimately, we do have these higher tier units engaged, fixing that force. So
Prince of Egypt!
let's go ahead and help these guys out.
Tear them apart!
Some good hits there. This should help break these guys real quick.
I long to kill! Seti! Divine royalty!
Okay.
Seti!
Good please there. Now let's run this in.
Rend their flesh! Slingers! Release! Slingers loose!
Switching this to direct shot here. This is going to increase my lethality % for this range damage. And now we'll just kind of run this in.
Butcher them! I will
Stop that
save
firing.
your pain.
Oh, he running.
I'm getting out of here! Swordsman!
Kind of turn off this fire at will.
Always ready! As commanded!
Speed this up a little bit. So I can kind of already see, you know, these lower tier troops. Of course, they are just kind of clubmen, so I'm not going to make any, like, definitive decision, but I think they can kind of get built out pretty nice. Kind of just sounds like the way he's spec'd, right? That's fine there. Seti. Let's see if I steal anything from this town.
I am the might of Egypt.
Let's see. One thing we should have done is kind of see who these guys are at war with, or who their friends are, because depending on my action here, I'll lose or gain faction. At this point, though, we can go ahead and just take the unit replenishment.
Have them whipped and chained.
Common spear, all right.
When I am Pharaoh, our
Speak
lessons
carefully.
will
And they are
learn.
just at war
I
with
will
me.
not.
Okay.
For Egypt.
Let's see. This is still good here. We'll kind of
Burning
use this
for
as a
battle.
chance to recruit some new units. Big recruitment quickly, which is really nice. This is going to help us kind of, you know, take a look here. Aspire. Okay, this is pretty cool. Resistant to heat. Hides. Resilience. Very nice, okay. I'd probably say at this point, though... See, probably want to get more of these, like, axemen.
I need conscripts. I'll work you to the bone.
That's good there.
Ready
Seti.
to
Alright, let's see
spill
what you
blood.
got, brother. Starts out with fine bronze armor, that's a good pickup. Common medium shield. Okay. Probably do... Careless and strikes. Enemy cannot retreat if attacked, so already starts off major in presence. Claw of Basset. So grants attribute armor breaker for tier 1 and tier 2 units. So this is kind of like, kind of giving me like some Skaven vibes, you know? Just having a lot of like lower tier units. Tier 1 and tier 2 units. Kind of just scroll through here, see what we got. Okay, powerful strikes for tier 5 units. So, you know, it looks like you can make the switch ultimately, you know? That's pretty solid pickup too. Bloodlust, character ability. Pretty solid there. Can initiate battle, Swooping Hawk. Upkeep, minus 35%. So again, this is kind of if you were wanting to build out your tier 1 and tier 2 army build. This guy actually might be pretty solid. Somebody made a suggestion for doing a campaign playthrough that is like just club infantry. This might be a pretty solid selection for that, like a Stone Age Pharaoh. Okay. that said, let's see what we got here. Grant's armor breaker. Probably want to do this right now. Then let's also put in another point into here to try to build up into this first. Since we're already almost there. Alright, Harardi. We do have some nice stone income. What we'll want to do is use this to build up our Egyptian monument, because, I mean, even though we're taking this over, you can only have one Egyptian monument per province. So building up these first will just be a good call for when the court opens up. You'll have a higher legitimacy, which will give you, depending on who you target, for any espionage or plots. If you have higher legitimacy than them, it's going to make a difference in that percent base success chance. Okay. Outpost construction, we won't worry about that for now. I think maybe one thing we would do, maybe build up something like this to be a reduce upkeep. Great. We got recruiting, that's good.
Crown Prince Seti.
Excellent. So one thing we can do, since Tausret's probably going to take these clowns out. Let's see here. This can be a close victory. I'm down to take this. We'll go ahead and declare war with those other guys. Okay. We are the only ones at war with them. Let's go ahead and take the replenishment again.
Power is mine.
Ship it. Okay, nice. Common small shield.
Divine Prince.
Open up with Tausret.
Speak your mind.
We
Your
will
thoughts are always
join
welcome
war
here.
against Mess. Okay. Let's see. She does not need stone. She needs wood. I'm making a little bit of stone, and this is going to be really important to build up right now. So let's see if we can just do like a single bar. But let's see how much stone she has. Okay, she's got about 1474. $470 is good.
That poses no.
Okay. Okay, here at Hardi, we'll go ahead and recruit that general we were supposed to. I'll send this guy out. Get him along the coastline. Just trying to pull him up the Nile. Start discovering over here if we can get to like Ramses in time too. That'll be good, because we can declare war. Ramses usually takes out Sukkot within the first couple turns, so if we can discover Sukkot or Ramses, we can go ahead and declare war on Sukkot and kind of get just a little faction boost to start. Just in these Egyptian areas too, man, like, just look at, like, there's so many minor tribes. Just got to be really mindful about how you're playing this out.
Set's chosen.
Okay.
Your lives are mine to
And now
spend.
that we know that he just pushed out on me with that army and got smoked,
Crown Prince.
we're gonna go ahead and push on this.
Get moving.
See, so he's just trying to run away.
A stupid request.
And let's see here at Tepta, they do have 6, so we'll use this to pull in.
The wrath of Egypt.
And we'll just take this auto.
They thought they had a chance.
Take the replenishment +9.
Enslave the worthless wretches.
Go ahead and take this over to
blood.
Occupy.
Everything here
Sacred
is
Land.
mine.
Shotel. Alright, let's see if that replaces what he has.
Fear me.
Hushite Kopesh. What's the Shotel do? Grants a tribute. Weak vigor, melee lethality. Grants. Okay, charge defense versus large. Melee attack, melee lethality. Melee lethality. Plus, so this looks like it's just for the bodyguards. This Shotel looks like it's melee lethality 5%. Oh, it is for bodyguards too. Weak vigor. I mean, that just makes him tired, though. This unit's down is more affected by fatiguing actions such as combat. So, I mean, he kind of throws down a little bit more, but... Attack. I say we just keep this one on him. Oh my god, let's take the Chateau Japers. Okay, commandment available. We're definitely going to want to focus on workforce here.
Bloodshed awaits.
This is going to help. Workforce is kind of the resource that's used to build up your provinces, so it costs not only raw materials, but also workforce. So idle workforce here. You can check out the growth, then how much in that idle you'll get. Okay? Alright.
Born to conquer.
Let's go ahead and keep building up real quick. We'll kind of start filling this up with some archers.
Mightiest of princes.
Probably want to build up into this too. Just to get those tier 2 units. Okay. This guy, let's do... He's going to be our mover and shaker, so he's going to be kind of our explorer. And for this, we'll just leave some armor off him. We'll get another guy raised up here. Okay. Good to go. Excellent. Taking a look here, we can see, okay, this is still minus 20 because we just took it over, but you know, it'll level out. Seti, go ahead and put a point into here, and then I did like this 4, 4, and 4, or the 6, 6, and 6 one. So it's pretty solid. Let's see what we want to build up though. Tier 1 and Tier 2 units. So that's pretty deep in the tree, though. Herbalist. Okay. Replenishment. Strong vigor. Enemy morale. Enemy armies in this province. Replenishment disabled too is really nice. Let's start building up into this tier. So you know what? This do you know who you're fighting melee debuff is really strong. So let's go ahead and try to build up into that next and focus on that. It's a morale debuff.
Of Egypt.
Okay. Yeah, we won't worry about that. Outpost available. We are kind of making some stone now. Go ahead and use this to build up a resource production. I do like to build at least one of these warriors refuge. Kind of cool. It has a chance to recruit 30% like they'll recruit a random unit. And then what you could do is it not only acts as a garrison, but you can move your general over there.
Burning for battle.
Transfer him into your army. Just be mindful that you know, always be checking these because if they fill up, you're paying for the guys you recruit in here. Okay. Look at our diplomacy here. Bati.
Proud son of Egypt. For Pharaoh's.
Sauti. Ness.
All will. Warrior of.
In the name of duty.
My word is the highest law.
Okay, so nothing we can really do there. We need to really start just getting this guy out and moving.
Remember me. That is not
Once he hits this
possible.
Nile, though, he's going to kind of be able to quick travel all the way up.
Divine
Okay.
prince. Ready to spill blood.
Moving on.
Crown Prince Seti.
This is a 96 gold. We're gonna go ahead and get gold anyway, so let's just use this to quick construct. We'll take this upkeep reduction. Okay, let's move down here. One thing we want to check out as well too, with our lord.
Mightiest of princes.
Check out his titles and his traits. So it looks like here, kill captives duration. Just kind of knowing like what you can build him out to be. At this point, if you check our local deities again, sets. Hey, thanks for the sub. Set is yeah, thanks for the sub, Matthias. Set is definitely going to be more of your devoted general range lethality reload speed, right? But I feel like we're going to want probably one that's more about, you know, devoted general. Melee infantry, right? So recruitment rank +2. This, yeah, this is kind of nice for building out your provinces. Thoth, melee lethality 7% for this army. The prayer is a little weak with this, right? Like, I guess no one's really building up battering rams, honestly. But yeah, that devoted general, 7% lethality. Pretty strong there. Armor, melee defense. Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this, even though this is like a 20 or an 18 melee attack here, I feel like this morale is pretty good too, though. Raw is pretty strong. Melee lethality, 7% though. I feel like this prayer is real nice though. Especially for these lower tier units, right? So it's a toss-up. I mean, 22 armor for these units is good too. Happiness +8 in these provinces, though. So, you know, what I'm seeing here is that there tends to be with his buildings and what I learned from the faction, right? Is that there's reduced happiness, so there's a risk of rebellions. So I think switching over to Thoth with this happiness +8 is going to be the right call. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and worship him. It's going to cost me a little bit of gold, but now all my temples will start to shift towards worshiping him. And now we can go ahead and build this up too. Keeping this happiness going.
Set's chosen.
Let's take one more turn.
Born
Just stay
to
in
conquer.
here. Kind of keep this, use this to, you know, get a little less of that kind of military presence is gonna help this out. 5, right? Let's use this to just recruit.
Ready to spill blood.
At this point, I just want to
Join
get
me
like
or
axe.
die.
I think that's fine there. Again, we're kind of switching from the range to melee.
Always ready.
Okay. Good to go, good to go. And this is fine. Get him in the water. So really, you know, I'd recommend setting up a scout that can kind of just go and start finding new factions, seeing who's like about to get taken out, joining wars against that faction that's about to get taken out just for those easy faction hits. See if they're really far from you and there's like no way that they're gonna send anything after you.
Infallible.
It's probably pretty worth it. Put this guy into force
I am
force
always
row.
fond of traveling
Full
the
speed.
Nile.
And what we want to do is kind of get up here ASAP.
Sobek will guard us on our journey. I am always fond of traveling the Nile. Sobek will guard us on our journey.
Factions encountered Buto and Pyramsis. Okay. Alright.
Meneptas air.
Okay, let's start moving this down before they get a chance to come back at us.
Eviscerate them. Make them suffer.
Go ahead and sack this.
Advance. I am your doom.
Okay. One thing you should be mindful of too is, say, in these regions, right, you can go ahead and build these way stations. This has attrition immunity to desert for owned armies in this region. So in this region, you can kind of move freely within the sands and not worry about getting attrition, which does wreck.
The wrath of Egypt.
Okay, some upgrades available. Let's go ahead and start getting into our temples here. I do want to kind of focus this early, simply because I want to get to the point where we can get this to 300, so I can devote that general for those effects. Okay, so we did get that happiness here. I feel like the next thing we want to do, let's see where we're kind of short on. Probably gold, right? Gold's going to be a good trading resource, so let's go ahead and go with the freeze. But let's see. Let's go ahead and ambush defense construction cost. Let's get the stone. Stone's just gonna be important for building up right now.
Mightiest of princes. Bloodshed awaits.
At this point, we'll go ahead and build up into, do you know who you're fighting? This is going to provide us a morale debuff that we can activate and use. Okay. Excellent. Let's check this out one more time. So this is going to be, this is going to be 13 and 13, so these two. So I should start kind of focus on building this one out. Okay. Hopeless construction, won't worry about that right now. We kind of need to sit on the stone a little bit more. We'll go ahead and move our way down through here. So you can see, right, a lot of quick recruitment here, even though they are lower tier units. You could probably build them up to be pretty beefy with some of these titles that he gets.
Burning for battle.
Conquer a sacred Egyptian land. Yeah, this is probably going to be the one. You know what? This is probably pretty easy to activate too, so we'll just do this one. Okay, we'll go ahead and push in.
Spill blood. Crush them to pulp.
Easy auto resolve here. Swarming.
I write my legend in blood.
Okay, let's go ahead and occupy.
Another place to rule.
Excellent. Okay, Osiris and Amun.
My strength only grows. For Egypt.
Now I feel like, okay, we do have some territory here. I can go ahead and get discovered. Let's take our homie up here, who's still in force march.
Egypt.
I want to make sure that we're not having him
I am
land anywhere.
always fond of traveling the Nile. Sobek will guard us on our journey. Gods guide us.
Where you at,
Sail on,
Ramses?
voyaging on. Waters carry us across the waves. Gods
There he is.
guide us. Sail
Oh,
on.
okay, it looks like he almost may have took it out already.
Let us speak. I am interested to
Damn,
see what
okay.
comes of it.
It's no sweat, though.
I will carve out a legacy. Voyaging on.
Okay. Now, similarly, what we're going to do, since we don't have to beeline Seti over to claim this, this spot here, go ahead and recruit another general.
Crown Prince, Prince of Egypt.
My name will be legend.
And this guy will actually start moving out this way.
We must bide our time.
Okay. Depending on here, too,
Wait.
what we may consider doing is going to war with these guys, right? Let's see what they're...
What kind of arrangement do you have in mind?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of push in on these guys. We can use this other general just as we start for bait.
Weapons honed.
So move him down. We'll move Seti down.
Born to conquer.
Okay.
Ever dutiful.
-2, it has 79 gold coming through. We do have this workforce growth and this happiness already built out, which is pretty solid. So let's go ahead and build up into here. Similarly, we are starting to lose some food now. So let's go ahead and build up... probably another... Happiness is good now. Yeah, let's keep this workforce growing. Okay. We do have some good wood coming through, and wood's a very valuable resource right now. So let's open up our diplomacy. Let's see who needs wood and who doesn't need food. Okay. Looks like everybody. Take a look at who's kind of more powerful right now. Renepta?
To rule is to be wise.
I guess we'll negotiate with him.
What do the people of Egypt ask of me?
Let's join war against Lucca. Okay. And let's say a barter agreement. Let's give him 20 wood per turn for about, let's see, 500 food. Yeah, let's give him 50 wood. So probably about 490 or 80 is what he's probably 470 is what he's good with. Probably start dropping this down now to like 45. Okay, 50 is fine. Okay.
This will be...
Okay. That now also completed my ambition, which is solid.
Warrior of Egypt.
Okay, and we're can kind of set that offset that a little bit. Let's go back to diplomacy here. Ramses wants gold, so let's negotiate with this guy. Say a barter agreement will give you 30 gold per turn, or give us like 500. Probably like 280. Okay.
I can work with
Back in
this.
the green. Start with just building up that
For
there.
the gods.
Crown Prince Seti.
At this point, we'll start building up into our which is this fortitude. This is also going to give our faction leader battle loot, which means resources that we get for fighting, and that's going to be a good pickup there. These guys, we won't have to worry about putting anything on them. It's province. This region. So, I mean, this doesn't even produce food. So I think building up into this would be a good call for right now. But at this point, let's just keep that workforce growth going. We can continue to trade for food and stuff like that. and for resources. So we just want to be getting up that
wrath of
workforce growth
Egypt.
so that we have enough idle workforce to sustain like development.
Always ready.
Good to go. Okay. So let's take a minute to kind of just check our... These guys are fine. Manepta's fine. These guys...
Speak, friend, and I will gladly
Neutral
listen.
improving. They're also at war with Luca. Okay. So they're a vassal. That makes sense.
Our combined forces.
Another vassal. So that's
will-
good. So just seeing what's kind of protecting us, right? These guys?
You have my attention, Seti.
Okay, this is
What do you
fine.
propose?
Neutral, deteriorating. They want bronze, which we do have a lot of right now. So let's go ahead and do a barter agreement. We will give them... let's just give them like 50 bronze a turn. And let's just ask for like probably like 200 food. Like 160. Okay.
Very well.
So now this is increasing here. Okay, trending towards 0, which is good to see. So again, really just kind of, if I'm expanding to my south, then I want to make sure that I'm keeping everybody to my left-hand side happy, right? So let's even click into these clowns.
Don't strain yourself thinking too
So
hard,
unfriendly.
brute.
He also wants bronze. So let's go ahead and barter agreement with him. Let's give him 50 bronze again, because we don't really need the bronze right now. We haven't built that army up yet. But let's see this. 50 bronze for 380. He doesn't want stone. Let's kind of keep building up into this stone. 200 stone. 100. Okay.
Ugh.
Hey, current attitude. Yeah, I mean, they don't like house red either, but you know what? Gonna have to do it. Take a quick look at the strength rating.
For Pharaoh's glory.
Mess is getting rocked, which is great.
Me? Why,
Luca
I'm a...
getting rocked.
In the
Good.
name of duty.
Okay, nothing going on there. Go back up to my boy.
Warrior of Egypt. Waters carry us across the waves. Gods guide us.
Look at this. This actually may be something we claim too. So, for example, we can claim this, then give this back to Medigo, for example. So let's maybe think about doing that, okay? So it's always
I
good to
fight
explore.
for Egypt.
Excellent. Okay,
Eager to
Here.
fight.
let's ambush chance up.
March on, men.
Okay. So here's what we can do.
I go where I must.
We are healed up enough. We'll go ahead and get this ambush chance. Okay. Since there's
Set's chosen.
nothing in the desert to ambush on, getting this ambush chance is going to be real nice.
Hide or be lashed.
90%
Work
ambush
those
chance is
legs.
good. We'll have this single general out
I
as our
serve
bait.
Egypt.
And we'll do here -6. Let's go ahead and just not tax this for right now while this builds up. I mean, we can sustain some gold loss for right now. Okay. It looks like we have our first court action here.
All are expected to bow in Pharaoh's presence.
So we are the heir, and it's from what I recall here. Faction court can use requests at 0 regard. Suggested position high priest. Okay, so we can do requests with 0 regard, which is really nice. It means we don't
Serve
need
me
this
well,
to make requests.
For the most holy
So for
are
here-
always watching.
We can get some Kushite mercenaries. Instantly add 200 gold to our treasury. Recruit elite warriors. Connections. Gain 3 court actions until the end of turn. So this is kind of solid. There's probably going to be a refresh on this, but this will allow us like 3 turns to just so we could do this, for example, right? Connection.
You know I regard you well.
Ooh, I
If it
see.
is in my
So
power
you actually
to
start
help,
with a
I
negative
shall do so.
regard. Interesting. Let's see. So making a request will actually put you into negative. Fun. Okay. I was gonna say, because that seems pretty powerful. Make request, temple builders. Don't need to do that. For the next 5 turns, 160 worship for all gods. Bezel. Okay, so this is kind of sick now, right? So we could say we want to perform intrigue or plot against. We now want to threaten so that I will become the high priest, right? Now I have one more. This left, I can go make request. Then I can say strong arm.
It is the
And now
duty
this
of
takes it to
Pharaoh
100%.
to
So
care for his people.
yeah, being able to, and honestly, I don't really care about that minus 60 regard anyway, because I can ask for favors. It's gonna make it harder to plot against this guy because I can't strengthen plots probably without regard. But at this point, this is exactly where we want to be. Nice, already 100% there. Here, you know, it will cost 30 regard with the target to go ahead and increase this increase this level to level 2, but we're already at 100% from using the strong arm. It's pretty sick. Okay. And let's see here. We are at 35. So we probably want to 35 legitimacy, so we probably want to focus this vizier. Probably want to do perform intrigue. And we would like to probably plot against to discredit him. Steal 10 legitimacy from him. Okay. Excellent. So Seti can definitely have some fun in court, which is just such a cool mini game. I mean, it's really important too to build that up as fast as you can. Okay, let's go ahead and this is fine. Okay, so now these are kind of built up to where they need to be. I can go ahead and start diversifying this a little bit. So this is going to kind of take away some stone and bronze. But I think this this food production and also allowing this recruitment of these units is going to be pretty key too for these faction units we have. Okay. Good here. Now let's go ahead and see
How
here.
can we help each other?
We will declare war. We won't call Tossred in. She should join, but I want her to be able to deal with her own stuff, you know. She's got things to do.
I will crush you.
Okay. So now we have our ambush set. We have our single general as our bait. And now we'll go ahead and end this turn. And honestly, this guy's probably going to be in the fight.
Warrior
So
of
we may
Egypt.
as well just, you know, put some of this stuff on him. Okay. Here. Hit them hard. It's pretty nice. It's a attack melee lethality bonus. Little activatable attack buff you can make. So let's see if they kind of get drawn into this now. Yoink. All right. Let's do a little fight, huh? Why not? Why not? I mean, this is definitely decisive, but so let's go ahead and do it. Really utilizing like that single general as bait, pulling this guy out now. This is his like primary force here, likely. This is interesting though because it said it was an ambush, but it's not. Okay. We are starting to kind of get some range superiority on him, which is good.
Never back down.
These are going to be more of our fodder that we just run in. Double click on these guys to select them all at once.
Fierce. I long to kill.
one thing we can do is kind of, you know, utilize this terrain
They have
to
few
my advantage here. Okay. See how they're hidden? So if we look at the map, while we can see them from these units, they can't see us. So really kind of scrolling down here, we can really utilize this terrain, right? So now we're able to move. You can hold down shift and right click to create a route.
soldiers move.
These guys will start to move.
Swordsmen.
Okay. Holding down spacebar, I'm seeing where their arc of fire ends, so I'll just kind of move up close.
Onward.
Similarly, I'll get my
Onward.
ranged up and ready to go too. We'll keep Seti back.
Power before me.
Okay, let's kind of speed this up. Okay, they are starting to come. Adjust. It's fine.
Infantry moving.
Again, just getting down low. Using this vision. Propping up there.
On the march. Get
Okay.
marching. Always ready.
Now what we'll do is we'll start moving in our fodder.
Onwards. The crown prince. For glory eternal. Sons of Egypt. Infantry moving.
Yep, now we can start
Axe warriors.
healing these guys around.
Marching on.
Our archers over here. Start pushing in.
Soldiers move. Marching on. Slingers loose.
Okay.
Infantry moving.
They're doing what they're supposed to.
Marching on the march. Big blood. Devastate them. Glorious combat.
Yep, now they're getting caught up.
Soldiers move. Destroy them. March. Kill them all.
Okay.
Retreat. Soldiers, move. You'll die.
You don't want to over invest here, right? I do want to move some of these guys out.
Infantry moving. Onward. You'll die. On the march.
You guys can chase down here.
Marching on. Destroy them. Soldiers, move. On the march. Move it.
Okay.
Spill blood. Onwards.
Push in here. Holding down space, I'm going to see where the lanes of attack can be.
You'll die. Spill blood.
Push a direct shot here.
Advancing. Launch those stones. Axe warriors.
Okay.
Onwards.
Moving in here.
Archers loose. Onward. Bathed in blood. Slingers loose.
I want to be careful of that friendly fire though, for sure.
To battle. Axe warriors.
Yeah, okay, let's turn this off now. 3.
Fire. To battle. Strength is power! Infantry moving! Marksman, let's fly!
I mean, it's really just like these guys are expendable too, right? Like, it's just kind of what they're built for.
Marching on! Axe warriors!
Okay. Let's just gotta make sure we clean this up. Turn this back on to regular shot. Just make sure we kill this general here. Okay. Excellent. So, I'd probably end up, like, dropping the clubs, honestly, for the axe. These guys, yeah, it's probably your best bet. But we're due for a shift change coming up here. At this point, nobody else is at war with them. So we'll just go ahead and take the replenishment.
The strongest will rise.
And we're in our own territory still, which is really nice.
My strength only
Okay,
grows.
large shield.
When I am Pharaoh, our
Swap
lessons
in.
will learn their place.
Okay,
Sets chosen.
move up here now. Kind of just keep this guy going.
My name will be legend. Say, Lord, gods guide us. Waters carry us. Voyaging on. Across the waves. Say, Lord, landfall.
Okay,
That won't work. Gods
go ahead and get back to Yapo now. Alright.
Meneptah's heir.
He's hurting.
Gods will decide my
This
fate.
has about, let's see here. Yeah, this ain't much. So we'll do what we'll do.
Crown Prince Seti.
Just get close.
Get moving.
We'll get this guy in the
My
mix
name
too,
will be legend.
so he can reinforce and get some
Burning for
EXP.
battle.
Strength is power.
Alright.
Prince of Egypt.
Okay. Auto resolve's fine.
I am the might of Egypt. Enslave the worthless wretches. Fear me.
Okay. At that point, we can just go ahead and take this over.
Now.
Warrior
here.
of Egypt.
Let's go ahead and just force march this clown. Let's just do 1, 2. We want this movement range because he's just going to be our guy who takes this over. Okay. So now we got another monument, which is solid for Ba. For this, let's go ahead and build out our desert immunity attrition. And we do have a nice amount of gold income, so we can go ahead and pop that. Okay.
I fear nothing.
Now we can go ahead and march without having to worry about attrition
rest.
here, as we collect this. All right, next on the menu is gonna be this Kentamine.
Bloodshed
So at this
awaits.
point, I think we'll just keep this as is. Still -6, but this is it's gonna take a little bit just because we're conquering things right now.
Mightiest of princes.
Okay, let's go to our court.
The divine court bids you welcome. Here you
Excellent. So
serve
now-
at my behest.
Discredit. See, so we need 30 regard with this target. So what we can do is go back to here. We could then make a request for Hmm. Got it, got it, got it. So let's do this then. We'll go with him. We will then say, let's go with... So, we're gonna really have to use the intrigue. Like, the conspire. Right? So we'll have to kind of have...
You are looking to make friends in the right places.
So now, let's see. So it will go into the negative, but we can really start using this conspire to then build up this, because we're not going to have enough intrigue with this guy. So we have this minus 60 with him. But, you know, just knowing that you're going to be going into negatives, but you'll just use that to your benefit, because court will ultimately change over, and those will all reset anyway. Okay.
The wrath of
Upgrade settlement available. Let's go ahead and put some... We want to get some more workforce growth in here. Okay. Assign skill point.
ready to spill blood.
Keep building up into this one. Good deals. Yeah, we don't worry about this stuff. Okay, that's good there.
Carve out a legacy.
Born to conquer.
So they're probably trying to hustle to get, yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, colonize a ruined settlement. We're just about to do that, which is great. This is a good one here, too. This Eager. Morale plus 10 for all units. Faction-wide. So this is a pretty solid pickup. Good roll on that ambition
Eager
there.
to fight. Strike through.
Okay, we'll go ahead and colonize.
I will
Great.
rule this place.
And at this point, you know, I mean, we are getting some stone income. One thing we could consider. Looking up into
I'm
Saw.
interested to hear your thoughts.
Strength rate, right? We might want to do, like... You know, maybe if we give him a region. See, maybe we can kind of get this to the point where, like, let's build this up a little bit and then try to trade it to him. Right now, it's still a piece of
For
shite.
Egypt. Weapons honed.
Okay.
Crown
now.
Prince.
It's got a 5 for... And we're just gonna kind of keep pushing right now on him, honestly.
I am your doom.
Let's sack this.
Pound the dirt.
Go back and raise it. Okay.
Always
And then
ready.
let's move back into my territory.
Move out.
So I get this replenishment tick.
I
We pushing, we
heed
pushing.
only destiny.
Okay, up here now. Again, you don't want to lose track of your guys. You can always click on your generals tab and see where they're at.
I fight for Egypt. Ready for anything.
Getting back over down into here. This may be something we give to Bay too, or probably won't be able to because there's this guy here. Vigo.
Warrior
This is
of
typically what,
Egypt.
like, well, let this burns down and stuff, so he might even still be in the area. Okay. Court action available.
Serve me well, for the most holy are always watching.
3 turns, 2 turns there till I take this high priest. We can go ahead and go to our... So I don't think I can go into more negative. Let's check this out though. Make request. Ah, okay, so I can't do that too often, which is fine. Here though, what I can do is make a request for See, so you can't go into negative.
We children of the Nile must work together.
350. Now I can devote a general. Go ahead and devote Seti.
Pay homage in blood.
Now Seti's going to have plus 12 armor, plus 4 lethality, and that'll be just in time. So using that piety buff to kind of get him all set up. So if you look here,
Prince Seti.
you know, now we have increased armor. Also, increased lethality here. 16%. It's pretty strong.
Burning
I mean, just for a bunch of crappy units, just like chucking, you know, throwing down. All right, here, yeah, let's keep building. Let's keep building this up. Okay, so I want to check here, right? See what we recruited. So now we got a Marauding Axe Chargers as our random unit that we recruited. So, yeah, we'll definitely keep this one going. Happiness plus 6. So in these provinces that are hurting for happiness, let's make sure our outposts, for this, for example, might not too necessary right now. So we'll swap these. Maybe even just cancel. Yeah, we can cancel this one. This is fine here. We'll swap these to happiness. And then we can turn the tax back on. Okay.
Mightiest of princes.
Okay, good to go there. This is fine. Let's do a quick look at our diplomacy. So now we're starting to kind of pick up some momentum, right? Let's see who's kind of getting pissed off at me. Tausret, what's good?
Tausret!
I'm at war with mess with you. Good. Ramses.
The future of Egypt.
Kind of pissed. Let's go ahead and kind of do a... Let's go back to our barter with him. Go to our treasury. Raid reports. Expired barters. I mean, we're still trading with them, so... It's fine. He's tripping.
Power is mine.
Okay, Luca's destroyed. That's good.
The wrath
Alright.
of Egypt.
I mean, at this point, let's just come down here.
Curse them to pulp.
See who's here.
I will not
Who is not inside?
eviscerate them.
Close victory. This is pulling out his entire army. We're just gonna go ahead and take this auto resolve.
I could have
We'll take the
ground them to
replenishment.
dust.
He go. Excellent. So now we have eager morale, melee attack, and melee defense for all units. So he's just we're spiking right now. Awesome. Thanks, Simon, for the sub. Welcome to the channel. So here you can see we're just kind of, yeah, we're peaking right now.
Divine prince.
Move out
Make
here.
them suffer.
Pull everybody else in again with this garrison. Let's take this decisive victory.
This is true superiority.
And, you know, for here we may want to take the morale, but we'll just take the unit replenishment.
Let them toil for the prince. Ready to spill blood.
And we'll just occupy this here.
Everything here is
Massive
mine.
pickup. Okay, here, let's go ahead and set this to workforce growth. And let's go ahead and build a temple. So this happiness +1. Additionally here, start building these temples up. just really start increasing this happiness and also my devotion level, which will then increase my, you know, favor ranking here, which is good. Okay. Pretty sick. We're getting a lot of good momentum here.
I serve Egypt.
Let's see now with these guys. Let's see. Saw.
How can we help each other?
Let's see if we try to trade this region again, if this is worth a little bit more. Okay, maybe we have to wait a little bit on that, which is fine.
I fight for Egypt.
Okay. At this point, let's just go ahead and tax this region here. It's now going to balance us out. It's going to be minus 17, but, you know, we're going to stay here and kind of quell the rebellion.
Egypt.
We do also need to, you know, keep gaining our gold here. Ancient Legacy, let's take a look here. You know, I mean, this merchant's definitely very fun. Conquer, meh. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, I haven't really done that one too much. This merchant one's really fun. It's like a caravan mini game, but you know, if you're really looking to just dominate like end game, you're gonna want to go with this Akhetan, the 10, the heretic, where you're able to now combine gods. And this would probably be the one I would do for Seti simply because he's so aggressive. Khufu the Builder. Low-key, I haven't even tried this one out, but you know, I think really what I would choose here is this select legacy here. Okay, now what we'll be able to do, for example, is now we can combine these, right? So now we got, you know, Thoth, and say for here, melee damage 24, speed plus 20, speed from battles from Amun. Melee defense 18, replenishment plus 25%, own armies in enemy region. So we want to kind of look at these, what these devoted generals would be, right? This one, nah. Raw, pretty sick. Workforce growth plus 10 for these shrines. Prayer. Speed, melee damage, XP from battles. Defense, melee attack and melee damage. Damage resistance is pretty strong too. Missile resistance. Speed's good too. Influence plus 10. I mean, honestly, I probably would just want to do the workforce growth. This will help me develop a lot faster. So we would then merge these two. Shrines, happiness plus 5, construction minus 20, happiness and workforce growth. Oh, thanks for the sub, Chushman. Min? Thanks, bro. Welcome to the channel. Okay. Prayers. Yeah, it's just gonna be real noise. We'll just go ahead and create here. Okay. Now we got our devoted general. Right. And we need to basically wait until all my temples and things are transferred over. So you'll see... Yeah, we gotta get about 300 first, and so... we now have to just wait until all these temples get converted. We just gotta build these temples up now. So we could quick construct these, honestly, but we'll just wait. Once these get converted, I'll be able to, you know, get him as a devoted general. Right now, it's kind of just a time of resting, which is great. Here, for example, I could use this as a time to now start swapping out these units. So, you know, start doing more of these, building up into here and then swapping. So then that way I could like, but honestly, with this Nile being right here, this is like a single turn to just move. And also, what I'll do probably next turn
Mightiest of
is
princes.
I can move up here now, and then because I have chosen the Heretic as my Path of Power, I can now occupy the city as well too, which will just be nice for having this whole region here. Okay, here. So this is gonna be really nice for this happiness and workforce growth. And we aren't spending any gold right now, so perhaps we just quick construct this. Balance this out real quick so that this isn't rioting anymore. Similarly, these are all fine to kind of just leave as is. Okay. Okay, power the crown. So you can see here now, we, based upon having all those monuments built, we're already sitting at 62 legitimacy, which is real nice. Ominous. Guys, we'll see you after these 3 turns who kind of pops off with the Civil War. But as it stands right now, you know, I'm kind of next in line anyway. So we're just sitting at a good spot. So let's check this out now. Court.
Be welcome
Plots.
in the court of
2 turns left for that.
beloved
Discredit.
of the gods.
Let's go ahead, and we still have this guy, treasure. Make requests. Let's go ahead and perform intrigue. We'll ask him to conspire to help increase this. So 78%.
I have a good feeling about you, friend.
Okay. Assign skill point. Okay, so what we would do now is we'd go up here.
All will remember me. I claim it for Egypt.
Okay, so this is unlock some gods too. So we could have checked that out before we, because we can combine these gods too. So we could have gone to here, and then we probably could have combined, you know. Now we have like Yam. I mean, I think we made the right decisions for what we had, but like this, for example, you know. But for all these that we just discovered, like I would still definitely go with Ra and whoever else we did, Thoth, I think it was, combined.
For glory.
Okay. Once we get enough resources, we could rebuild this. Probably
Come here to
maybe
talk,
trade this to
Seti.
Medigo, right?
Have you run out?
Or we can kind of see who else is around this area. Looks like Urushalim too. There's another one that got raided and burnt down. So we can maybe like open up with
What do you
them.
want to discuss?
You know, maybe like trade this region for Iapo. Get this military alliance with them. Military access. You know, and then kind of pop this off, get a balanced deal. So you might want to give it to them. You could also see what's
Go
up
on,
with
make your
Medigo.
offer.
So we can do, this guy is strength rank 116. Trade regions, Iapo. So you can kind of use this to decide, you know, who you want to give it to. Because honestly, this wouldn't be one that you'd want to hold anyway. This is just too much in the middle of everything. Okay. So I mean, you know, let's just say for example,
I will carve out a legacy.
Azati's burning too, huh? So what I'd probably do now, next
My
turn,
blade is keen.
you know, roll down here, capture this, and then give this to Ramses for an alliance, right?
For the gods.
This right now we're not going to be able to build up. So let's see. And one thing we can do too, right? Knowing that Urushalim is also burnt down, what we can do is we can use this to give this to Medigo, get that military access, come over here, occupy Urushalim, because this is, who's this over here? Oh, Shem. Shem. I can't open up with them though. So I mean, what we might want to do is just do this, right?
Unmatched.
We'll give this to Medigo.
I won't bow and scrape for you, Seti.
We will give them this area. Yapo, add to offer. Get that here, get that there. Balance this out. Okay.
Good, good.
Okay.
Never surrender.
And then we can kind of mob around this way, right? Head into Ursulum. Probably actually just want to go right here.
We will make preparations.
But I mean, next turn I would definitely try to
Wisdom bids
rush
us
my butt
wait.
over to Azati to try to claim this for Ramses.
Our time will
Okay.
come. For Pharaoh's
Okay, and I mean, at this point too, we can just go ahead and, you know, want to build that up. This isn't really producing us anything until this building's built. So we can just go ahead and shut that off anyway. Okay, that's good there. Yeah, at this point, you know, let's demolish this. Let's kind of use this strictly for food.
The wrath of Egypt.
Probably come down here and help my girl. But she seems to be taking care of things, which is nice. Okay. Alright. Assign skill points.
Ready to
Let's
spill
build up
blood.
into here, and that's now 2. So now we can have another assigned title. This is pretty solid. Fatigue buildup and replenishment plus 5. I do like this EXP per turn. This is nice, but not nice enough. So we would get this. This is going to make these smaller tier units just level up a lot quicker, right?
Crown Prince Seti.
Okay. And at this point, let's see. Ambush defense, construction cost. Probably want to do this food. Maybe even this gold. Stone's also pretty solid too. Let's pick up this stone. But actually, you know, we're going to be swapping off for some tier 2 units for that's our bronze, so let's build up that bronze. Speaking of which, yep, we have this now built up, ready to go. This is now going to be able to get evolved here once we have enough stone. Next turn, great. Diplomacies, let's just see who's tripping. This is all fine.
We bow no more.
Yeah, this is fine. Okay. You know, one thing we can consider as well too is, you know, always taking a look at what we're recruiting here. So Aegean light archers, marauding axe chargers, that'll be good to pick up. So once this is all settled, we'll swing Seti back up here. We'll go ahead and take that over. I don't really use forts right now. You might want to like just keep this fort here, recruit some crap tunes, like say for example, you know, I'll show you next turn.
Born to conquer.
But I'm gonna go ahead and drop off like some of these units that I plan on switching out anyway, just into here to make this garrison stronger, because this is a pretty focal point. That way I can kind of have this protected, move back up, claim that, profit. Okay.
Warrior of Egypt.
Seti. Who are these guys? Who are these guys? Seti? No. What do you say? It's rank 96. No. They're like on the other side of the map, might as well be. Okay. Mess is destroyed. Tasker did some work. Love to see it. Here, let's go ahead. Damn. So they went ahead and claimed that. That's fine, though.
All for
Let's go
Egypt.
ahead. So what I would do at this point, I would move down here.
With me, men.
probably switch
Ready
into this.
yourselves,
I'm
men.
gonna take like a hit.
Move out!
Yeah, which is fine. Oh snap!
By will or sheer
Nothing to
determination.
see here, bro. Oh, Wetis just doing Will Wetis things down there. You know, I don't care if he takes that thing and raises it again. That's fine with me. Okay. You can also hit the home button. It's gonna pop you back to your capital. Okay. Now what we can
For
do,
Egypt!
go ahead and drop these guys off.
Advance! March!
Okay. I said that we didn't like the clubmen. So we'll just accept that. Now this has
Burning for
clubs of
battle.
5, and they're also going to experience 50% upkeep reduction as well too. So,
Crown Prince!
okay.
March
That said,
until you
I'd probably
drop!
move like up over here
I'll
like
redden
so.
the Nile if I must. The Nile will carry us.
Get ready to take Akhenaten next
I am a
turn.
patient man.
I'm the only one because I am researching this or have this as my path to power. One thing to note here is as these favor levels increase, you know, this will unlock just higher levels of that. And then we'll also be able to, once we reach this like tier 4, reach this tier and permanently assign an effect to it. So you'll get like a list of options that you can add as additional benefits to this. So this really builds upon itself. It's pretty sick.
Mightiest of princes.
Okay, this is good here. Fine to not be taxing that yet. We're gonna start going a little bit low on food. Look into my court.
I am the soul of Ra.
77 to
And this is the heart
100%.
of all Egypt.
We're already at negative with all these clowns, so we'll just make a request and we will ask for Conspire. Get that up to 92%.
I knew I would see eye to eye with a fellow Egyptian.
So next turn, we would assume this seat, right? Because we have 100% of threatening. We're gonna, because we use the strong arm from the Pharaoh, so we're gonna claim the seat, which is where this said that we should go for first, right? And then additionally, we're now
All
going
are
to
expected
have
to bow in Pharaoh's presence.
this guy's gonna drop legitimacy and give that to me. He's gonna give me 16 legitimacy. So that's gonna now put me into, you know, 70s. And at that point I'm past Viceroy of Kush. So I'm past Amenes. So it's really gonna put me high up in this power of the crown. You know, we'll be up to high kind of the 70s up here. Okay. Pretty dope. Alright, and I mean, that said, let's take a look at our dynasties real quick. And I see vassalize the faction. So I mean, we're just gonna kind of let him run with it, and then once we you know, once we take that over, we'll be good to go. Start our own dynasty. Okay. Settlement upgrade available here. Let's just kind of speed through this a little bit. At this point, we would probably want to do, you know, use this as my major food resource since it's on the now. Outpost construction. Again, I want to focus on building up the resources. This is fine here.
Fate beckons.
Okay. Alright, I mean... So low-key, I was like, whenever we first started with Seti, I was like, meh, but you could see kind of using his mechanics to his advantage, building out with his titles to make sure that your tier 1 tier units are getting pretty strong. We also got some really good rolls on our ambitions, you know, which kind of popped us up into having more of this like melee attack. You know, I think this is a good start for this faction. Claiming these lands, rolling up here, getting some claims on here, so making sure that you're kind of using your exploring general as well too. That fight over here by having that ambush really helped me build up momentum as I kind of cleared out through here, right? So yeah, I would say this is a good start to follow, and I would want to continue playing this campaign right now, which is always a good sign. So hopefully you you liked following along. Thanks for watching, and let me know who you want to see next if I haven't covered them yet. I think I'm like halfway done, but I think there's like 39 factions to cover. We can try to catch them all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one or on the next live stream. See ya. Oh, and join the Discord. It's in the description. All right, peace.